Namaste. We have seen what are the communication, what are the different types of communication, and what is the 7 C's or the 7 principles of effective communication. We have also seen the barriers of communication and how to overcome all these barriers. So almost we have covered theoretical part. Now we will come to the practical aspects of effective communications. What are the components you should have in your communication, in your speech, whether it's public speaking, whether it's giving lecture to class, or giving a demo class for the parents? You are communicating. So whenever you speak, there must be 5 E's in your speech, in your talk. So what are those 5 E's? We are going to see one by one. Let me show you in the next slide. You can see on the screen. The first one is energy. You should have full of energy, enthusiastic. Then your talk or your speech should be engaging to the audience. It should not bore. Then it should have some learning lessons, some educative information, insights. And the next one is emotions. And it should not be boring. It should be entertainment. So we'll see one by one what are those 5 E's. The first one is energy. How do you feel if I start with, hello, my name is Manor Patel. Today I'm going to teach you communications. You feel bored itself. In first second itself, your mind will say, oh, this is boring. So the energy should be reflected in your voice, in your tone, in your pitch. So starts with high energy and try to maintain that high energy throughout your speech. Your speech should be enthusiastic. Your passion towards the topic should reflect in your speech. Your energy level sets the tone for your audience. So if your energy level is high, your audience will listen. Your audience will take interest in it. If your energy level is low, then audience also feel low and they will run away or they will stop listening to you. When you are excited about your topic, it's more likely to engage your listeners. So you should show your excitement. You should show your passion through your words, through your speech. That is the first E, that is energy. So this energy should be reflected in your voice, tone, pitch, your body language. If you start with this, even though if you raise your voice and if you don't move at all, then you are not conveying your message properly. So it should be verbal as well as non-verbal. So the energy should reflect in your verbal communication as well as in non-verbal communication. And we have seen what is verbal and non-verbal communication in detail. The next E is engaging audience. Try to connect with your audience by making eye contact, using relatable examples, and involving them through questions or interactive elements. Try to ask the questions. Don't ask very difficult questions. Questions which what do you say? Ask questions such that they will think. Thought-provoking questions should be there. They should relate with your questions, your examples. Try to give your own life examples and try to involve stories of some great leaders, stories of some case studies. So they will relate with that. And engaged listeners are more likely to remember and internalize your message. There are some speakers, they can engage audience for hours. You can listen them for hours and don't feel that you are listening for hours because they engage, they connect with the audience. They crack jokes in between. They move here and there. They will use the whole stage. They move, they walk into the audience. So the audience feels connected. So whenever you want to give a lecture or a seminar in front of students, in front of parents, or in front of any audience, try to mix with audience, walk through audience, ask questions, get connected. Then only you can able to give a long speech and engage them. The next element is education. You should provide information or insights that your audience can learn from. It should not be just motivated. It should not be just entertaining, but some education part, some learning should be there. Then only audience feel that, oh, I got lessons from this. I got I got learned this and this. So some educational element should be there. Teaching your audience something new can be highly effective. They also feel, oh, thank God, I have invested this much time and I got to know this, which I was not aware of. So that feeling should be, that eureka feeling should be there in the audience mind. Then only audience will connect with you and they will feel connected with you. The next element is emotions. Why do we remember the movie scenes even if we have seen that movie 10 years before, 15 years before? Because the only one reason is because emotions are there. So if you see some movies with full of emotions, then we remember that for longer time. So some emotional elements should be there. So how do we put emotions? Tell stories, tell anecdotes, and emotional appeals can make your message more relatable and memorable. Tell something which audience can relate. If audience is students, then tell your student life stories. If audience is senior citizen, then tell some stories about their age. So you should be give anecdotes, examples, stories for which audience can connect. That way, you can trigger their emotions. People tend to remember how you made them feel more than what you said. If they feel inspired, if they feel happy, if they feel connected, then they are going to become your loyal audience. They are going to trust you. The rapport will build, the trust will build. So the some emotional elements should be there. And the next is entertainment. You should use some humors, some visuals, or you should tell some jokes in between. Then only your speech, your talk will be engaging. Otherwise, if you, and second thing is you should, second thing is there should be, 1 minute, you should have voice modulation in your speech. You should not speak in one tone only. It will feel boring. So you should have voice modulation. You should crack joke in between. You should ask some questions to the audience. Sometimes even some audience gives the answer, there itself other audience will feel very funny. So you can try all the things. An entertaining presentation is more likely to hold audience interest from start to finish. So you should make sure that some entertainment elements should be there. Now you can ask me, sir, how many elements should we include in our speech? I agree that It's not possible for all the speech to include all the E's, but try to inculcate as many E's as possible. If your content is educational, it's very hard to put entertaining element in that. I agree. But you should be putting your educational content, your energy should be high. You should tell the stories, inspiring stories. So based upon the niche, based upon the topic, you can decide. But my humble suggestion is try to inculcate as many E's as possible. If you do this, I'm very sure your speech is going to be very, very extraordinary to the next level. Try this and let me know in the comments. Now we'll see what are the 5 steps we can in what are the 5 steps we can incorporate in our life, in our practice to improve our communication skills. What are the? It will take hardly half an hour daily, but if you do this for next 21 days, you will get the results. So we'll see one by one. The first step is read. Read about what? First, you should choose one topic. You can choose any random topic or any trending topic. And then you should read, create a structure, practice, evaluate yourself, and then be true to yourself. We'll see all these topics, all these headings one by one. First is read. So your first job is to choose a topic. So you can choose a topic which is trending. Let's see nowadays electrical vehicle, EV cars and EV vehicles are in trending. So you can choose that topic. Once you choose the topic, your next job is to read everything about it. You can say, sir, we don't have time. Or at this age, how can we read? Google is always there to help you. So you can read good articles, good papers, or some books on that topic. Whatever data you have gathered, note it down and make a pointers. You can read books, articles, you can watch videos. Nowadays on YouTube, a lot of videos are there. You can listen to podcasts related to that subject. The more you know, the more confidently you can speak about it. So make sure you read and gather maximum data about that topic. The next thing you should do is create a structure. Once you read, once you have made up pointers, now try to get those pointers in sequential manner. You should know yourself how do you are going to start your topic, that is intro part. Then what you are going to tell that topic about. Let's say if you are going to tell about EV cars, then you can say that brief history of the cars, development of evolutions of cars, and then how can we go from engine oil to the electrical vehicles, because natural resources are limited, they're going to end one day, so it's better to switch for the solar energy and electrical energy. And then what are the topics you are going to include in that? Just make a pointers and try to make a structures and how you are going to conclude your speech. So this structure should be there. Outlines key points and subtopics to ensure a logical flow. Having a structured framework helps you to stay on track during your presentation or your speech. So if you have proper structure, you can remember the sequence and you can give your speech very well. The next point is practice. Now, you might have read or heard somewhere that you should practice in front of mirrors. I said no. Don't try to practice in front of mirrors, because those time only mirrors were available. Nowadays, all of you have your mobile with you, right? So use the mobiles. So what you are supposed to do is take a topic, take a pointers, prepare some flow, some sequence, and then once you're ready, put your mobile on tripod or any stable support should be there. Start a camera and record your speech. Once you record, try to record your whole body, not just upper body, so that you will come to know what is your body language, how you move in between, whether you are stable or you are standing in the one place only throughout the speech or you are moving a little bit. So that you will come to know only by recording. Once you record that, then the part comes as an evaluation part. Okay, so we'll see what we need to do in evaluation. In evaluation part, analyze your recorded practice sessions from multiple angles. So what are those multiple angles? How is your audio quality? How is your visual quality? And how is your text? That is your content. So we'll see one by one. First one is audio. Now in this what you want to do is, once you record with your mobile, then just start your recording and then keep your mobile upside down like this. Once you keep upside down and just listen what you are saying. Just listen what you're saying. Take a pen and paper and see how clear or easy you're speaking. Try to note what are the fillers words you are using. Some people use some people use so, so, so. So we will do this. So because of that, so, so, so. Some people use actually, actually speaking, actually speaking. They start every sentence, every paragraph with actually. Some people says, frankly speaking, blah 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 blah. Frankly speaking, blah 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 blah. Frankly speaking. So these are just examples. You might have some other filler words. Try to get that filler words and write it down on your notepad. You have to avoid all these filler words. You can take pause whenever you need it. Instead of saying when I was in school no. If you want to stop or if you don't remember, take a pause. Okay, let me tell you the story from my childhood. When I was studying in 6th standard in my school, so and so, like that. Just go slowly. So this is audio inspection. The next one is visual. Now this time, same recording, you just mute the recording and see how it looks like. How you are using your body language. How is your face expression? How is your hand gestures? Are you engaging and confidently speaking or you are low? It shows in your body language, your facial expressions. If you are exuberant with energy, then it should reflect in your face. It should reflect in your body language. You should not be stiff and standing still. You are confident, you know the topic, you can move here and there, you can have hand gestures and so. So look at those non-verbal aspect in visual part. And the next one is text. So you have made pointers, revise it again, review them. Is it well structured, concise and informative? You can apply those 7 C's here. Is it concrete? Is it clear? Is it concise? It is, you can apply all these C's. If it is not, how can you make it more crisp, more concrete, more clear. So think upon that. That is the part, context part, that is content part or text part. So on these three levels, you should evaluate your own speech on daily basis. And I'm sure if you are improving even 1% on daily basis, one day you are going to become a great speaker. That is for sure. The next one is be true to yourself. Don't copy somebody's style. Don't copy somebody's accent or somebody's tone. Be yourself when delivering the presentation. Why do you want to become someone? Why do you want to copy someone's accent? Why do you want to copy someone's styles of speaking? Then it's not your authentic. Authenticity comes from the originality. You should have your natural flow, natural speaking style. Don't fake your accent. Oh, I want to go there and here, there. No, not possible, not necessary, not needed, not needed at all. If your mother tongue slangs or mother tongue influence is there in your speaking, it's okay. Try to work upon that and slowly, gradually, it will go. But don't fake the accent. Don't fake the style. Don't borrow somebody's style. Whatever you speak, it should come from your heart. It should come naturally. Then you can enjoy your speech. If you try to copy someone, then you are going to fumble. You are going to stuck in between because your mind is always there for copying someone. And second thing is, if you are what do you say, self-conscious, how do you look? What people says about me? How do they judge? Then I'm going to give you one solid trick here. Don't think about yourself at all. Just think that the audience in front of you is here to learn something from you. So it's your duty to teach them some lessons, some insights about the topic you have chosen. And believe me, you always imagine that the audience in front of you don't know about your topic or they are less known about your topic. Once you imagine that, your confidence level will automatically increase. And now you are not self-centric. Now you are audience-centric. And whenever you give speech with audience-centric, your speech or your talk is going to become a very good talk because you no more worried about yourself, your gestures, your what do you say, expressions. You always worried about audience. So you should have this mindset that you are going to educate the audience. Once you develop this attitude and you speak naturally, then people will trust you. People will build a rapport with you. The next one is the power of tiny gains. I love this formula very much. What does it says that 1% improvement in every day. 1% only. So in mathematical terms, 1% means 1.01, right? 1.01 to the power 365. Why 365? Because 365 days are there in 1 year. So if you do just 1% improvement in your task, whether it's communication, whether it's maths, whether it's public speaking, whether it's business or anything, then after 1 year, you will improve yourself by 38%. Can you imagine? This is the power of compounding effect. On the other way, if you just, what do you say, decrease your performance by 1% every day, then after 1 year, you will see that you have What do you say? So if you consider yourself 100% at this point, and if you have decided to improve daily 1%, after 1 year, you will see 38% improvement in you. And but somehow you are decreasing your performance by 1%, then after 1 year, you are almost touching to zero. That is a compounding effect on both sides, positive side and negative side. So I would like to tell you one famous quote. Success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformation. So change your daily habits and try to improve yourself 1% at a time. Okay. I hope this is very valuable and very practical tips I have shared with you. Please implement these tips and try to improve yourself and see the transformation after 1 year. Namaste. Thank you.